You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about the Steelers and the Packers. Got a couple of things. We got Aaron Rodgers, update on his jersey, and we got Jordan Love making comments about his upcoming game against Aaron Rodgers, which is pretty interesting. Man, yesterday's video, people got triggered because I even mentioned Derek Carr. Now, maybe the dirty little secret in the league is that there are insiders watching him as to whether or not he's actually going to retire. Okay, that's a thing. And look, I know Derek Carr wasn't the greatest quarterback in the world, but at the same time, whether you like it or not, he had a stronger arm than Tua Tagovailoa. People got mad over that, and I was like, literally brought up Derek Carr in the comments, and I thought, did I really talk about Derek Carr? So I went back and looked, and I'm like, wait a minute. I had like a sentence and a half on Derek Carr. I'm like, do people hate Derek Carr that much? I guess so. I mean, there's some people that really hate his ass. So that's neither here nor there, but I found that it was strange to me, to be honest. So, Aaron Rodgers and number 8. He's going to wear number 8 right here. Will wear the number 8 jersey in Pittsburgh. They announced Rodgers' jersey number today. By the way, he's supposed to talk. I guess they're having a press conference maybe, or he's going to make a statement on Tuesday. All right? Now, I would assume that's as part of the Steelers and not part of Pat McAfee, but I don't know that yet. Rodgers previously wore number 8, both with the Jets the last 2 seasons, and when he played his college football at Cal. For the first 18 years of his career, he wore number 12. That number was retired by the Jets for Joe Namath. And then, of course, the other one was the original TB12, which was Terry Bradshaw. And we know, I made a video on it. Terry Bradshaw was mad as all kinds of hell over the Steelers signing Aaron Rodgers. So, as you can imagine, Aaron Rodgers was never going to go after Terry Bradshaw's number anyway. The number is technically not retired, but it's unofficially retired, they call it. So, think of that what you will. Rodgers was never going to go after TB12's number, the original TB12. That just wasn't going to happen. Regardless of Bradshaw's comments about, remember he said Aaron Rodgers to go chew some tree bark or something like that and bleep off, essentially. He didn't say bleep off, but he might as well have said it, for crying out loud. So they caught up. They asked Jordan Love. He was at a golf tournament when the news broke that Aaron Rodgers was officially coming back. And he will take on, right here, no, it's not October 26th. But that date is significant because that is when the Packers will take on the Steelers. And that's a Sunday night football game, by the way. That October 26th date is a little further away, but Jordan Love knows exactly what is scheduled to happen on that day, too. Him facing off with Aaron Rodgers, the Pittsburgh Steelers' new starting quarterback, as well as Love's former teammate, mentor, and friend. When the Packers visit Acrisure Stadium, I hate that name. It's some insurance company. I miss Heinz Stadium. It was great. In Pittsburgh for a primetime Sunday night football showdown. Jordan Love, who mingled with fans as a brand ambassador for ANFAM during day 1 of the tournament, learned of Rodgers' 1-year deal with the Steelers on Thursday like the rest of the football world. Quote, I was excited for A-Rod. I don't think I was too surprised, Love said. Yeah, one of the things that's out there is that there was so many people acting like they were triggered over he's holding the Steelers hostage. Well, he's not, because, I mean, the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers both knew he was coming there. People keep forgetting there was a 6-hour meeting between the two a very long time ago. right after the Jets let him go, he immediately met with the Steelers for like 6 hours, and everybody sort of, or at least so many people pretty much knew it was a done deal. So it wasn't like he was really holding the franchise hostage. They just had a gentleman's agreement. I suspect between Mike Tomlin and ownership and whatever, right? Had something to do with camp not wanting to cause a distraction if he wasn't going to be there, blah, 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 right? So anyway, I feel like there were a lot of rumors going on throughout the whole offseason about him going to the Steelers. I was excited for him that he obviously was coming back and was going to be playing. There were also some rumors he might be done. So just knowing he's going to keep playing, that's pretty awesome. That's also how Love described how Rodgers treated him after general manager Brian Gutekunst used his first-round pick on Jordan Love in the 2020 NFL Draft. Goes on to talk about how that was a lot like the Favre situation and Aaron Rodgers. I appreciate definitely the way A-Rod handled being in that situation. I think a big part of it, which he told me, was he knew how it was for him being in the same situation and the things that he went through and the way the situation might have been handled differently. Love recounted before conducting an impromptu autograph session with fans. I think his perception was, I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently, which I think is awesome. In my time with A-Rod, we had a great relationship. It was awesome being in the same room, being able to learn. He was amazing with everything. It just jumped. It definitely helped with some of the negativity that might have come with that, but A-Rod handled it like a pro and did the very right thing by me. So, I mean, that's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this goes. They're ready to play. I mean, right here, I asked Friday if Rodgers' treatment of him was one of the reasons why the Packers-Steelers won't be some kind of a grudge match against the guy he replaced. Definitely, I think a lot of that was he had been through the same situation. He knew what it felt like. So there's no animosity between the two there. And I didn't think there would be because, well, again, it wasn't a awkward Favre-Rodgers kind of thing like it was back in the day. And, people forget Aaron Rodgers was considered a big-time talent. Aaron Rodgers was considered to be the number one overall pick when my Niners decided to go in a different direction and draft Alex Smith, you sons of bitches. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers' childhood team, like Tom Brady's, was the Niners. They passed him up. He dropped all the way to, I believe it was 24 in that draft, if I remember correctly. That's a long-ass drop from 1 to 24. Not as long as Shadur, but you get my point. I mean, it was a long drop. And Rodgers has claimed that motivated him over the years. And famously, him and Favre did not get along. Now, it's kind of interesting because they're pretty tight now, actually. And that comes with age and being veterans and growing up and maturing for everybody involved. And yeah, him and Favre have a pretty good relationship now. Interesting. That is interesting. Make no mistake. Now, Jordan Love said it's not going to be a grudge match for him, but you can bet one thing. Those Packer fans, and there'll be some Packer fans in attendance in Pittsburgh, this is going to be a thing for them. I guarantee it. It's going to be a real thing. It's one of the marquee games of the entire season. I can't wait for it. And if Rodgers is playing well, boy, that's going to add a little something. Can I be honest? I'm not sold on Jordan Love yet. There, I said it out loud. I made some videos about it over on the other channel, and I'm sure at some point I'll be able to talk about that in more in depth on this channel. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.